Welcome to Whispering Tales TV, where we unravel captivating stories that will leave you spellbound. Join our community by sharing your own tales at whisperingtalestv@gmail.com. And let's embark on a journey of imagination together. Story 1. The Haunting Waves. Out on the water, under a moonless sky, four friends, Mike, Sarah, Jake, and Emily, set out on a daring adventure. Their boat, a small vessel that creaked with every wave, seemed dwarfed by the vast expanse of the dark sea. As night fell, they anchored in a quiet cove, seeking refuge from the restless waves. Laughter and camaraderie filled the air as they huddled together, sharing stories and savoring the solitude of their remote sanctuary. But as the hours passed, an unease settled over them. The once gentle lapping of water against the boat's hull seemed to grow louder, more insistent. Mike glanced at the others, his brow furrowed in concern. "It's just the wind picking up," Sarah reassured, though her voice held a hint of uncertainty. Yet, even as they tried to shake off their apprehensions, the feeling of being watched persisted. Their flashlights swept the dark waters, revealing nothing but the inky blackness of the night. Then, a sudden, bone-chilling shriek pierced through the air. It echoed off the water, filling the cove with an eerie resonance. The friends scrambled to their feet, their hearts pounding in their chests. They peered into the darkness, searching for the source of the sound, but there was nothing to be seen. Just the endless expanse of the sea, shrouded in shadow. With trembling hands, Emily managed to steady herself enough to speak. "We need to leave. Now." Without hesitation, they pulled up anchor and set out into the open water, the boat's engine thrumming with urgency. The cove faded into the distance, but the sense of foreboding lingered. As they navigated through the night, a strange sight met their eyes. On the horizon, a faint, ghostly light flickered. It pulsed in rhythm with the waves, casting an eerie glow across the water. They watched in stunned silence, unable to tear their eyes away from the spectral beacon. It seemed to draw them in, a siren's call they couldn't resist. But then, as suddenly as it had appeared, the light vanished, leaving them in darkness once more. The sea seemed to grow still, as if holding its breath. They continued on, their hearts heavy with the weight of what they had witnessed. They knew that they had encountered something beyond explanation, something that would forever haunt their memories. As the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, they returned to the safety of the shore, their boat a silent witness to the horrors of the night. They exchanged glances, their faces pale and eyes wide with disbelief. They knew that they had ventured into a realm of the unknown, a place where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blurred. And as they stepped onto solid ground, they couldn't shake the feeling that the haunting waves would forever echo in the recesses of their minds, a chilling reminder of that fateful night at sea. Story 2. The Phantom Fog. On a fog-veiled morning, four intrepid friends, James, Lisa, Matt, and Olivia, set out for a day of adventure on their trusty boat. The mist hung heavy over the water, cloaking everything in an eerie shroud of gray. They navigated through the thick fog, their senses on high alert. The boat's engine hummed steadily, a comforting counterpoint to the spectral silence that enveloped them. They relied on their navigation equipment, determined to make the most of their day despite the weather. As the day wore on, the fog seemed to grow denser, its tendrils reaching out to embrace them. Visibility was reduced to mere meters, and the world beyond their boat became a blur of shadows and shapes. James, at the helm, strained to see through the fog. His eyes darted from the compass to the GPS, trying to maintain their course. But as the minutes stretched on, a growing unease settled over the group. "It's like we're in another world," Lisa murmured, her voice tinged with a mix of awe and trepidation. Matt nodded in agreement, his eyes wide with wonder. "I've never seen anything like this." But Olivia's gaze remained fixed on the encroaching mist. Her intuition told her that there was something more to this fog than met the eye. As if on cue, a strange sensation settled over them. It was as if the air had grown charged, electrified with an energy they couldn't comprehend. They exchanged nervous glances, their hearts pounding in their chests. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the fog, a spectral silhouette barely visible through the mist. It stood on the water's surface, defying the laws of nature. Its form was indistinct, a hazy outline that seemed to shimmer in and out of focus. The friends watched in stunned silence, their breaths suspended in the cold air. The figure beckoned to them, its gesture almost hypnotic. Olivia's voice cut through the silence, a tremor of urgency lacing her words. "We need to go, now." James snapped back to reality, his hands gripping the wheel with determination. He steered the boat away from the apparition, the engine roaring to life. As they sped through the fog, the figure faded into the mist, becoming nothing more than a distant memory. The fog seemed to lift, as if releasing them from its spectral embrace. They returned to shore, their hearts still pounding from the encounter. The fog hung heavy behind them, a silent sentinel watching over the water. They knew that they had brushed against something beyond their understanding, a force that defied explanation. And as they stepped onto solid ground, they couldn't shake the feeling that the phantom fog would forever linger in the recesses of their minds, a haunting reminder of the mysterious encounter on the water. Story 3. The Whispering Waters. It was a sultry evening, the sun setting in a blaze of fiery hues over the calm waters. 4 friends, Daniel, Rachel, Alex, and Megan, set out on their boat, eager to bask in the serenity of the twilight hours. As darkness descended, the stars emerged, painting the sky with their shimmering light. The water, once a canvas of golden reflections, now mirrored the celestial spectacle above. They anchored in a secluded cove, the gentle lapping of the water against the boat's hull creating a soothing lullaby. They sat together on the deck, their voices hushed in reverence for the natural beauty that surrounded them. But as the night wore on, a peculiar sensation settled over them. The water seemed to hum with an energy they couldn't quite grasp. It was as if the very depths held a secret, a message waiting to be heard. Megan, always attuned to the mysteries of the natural world, leaned over the edge, her hand trailing through the cool water. "Do you hear that?" she whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. The others strained to listen, and then, as if summoned by Megan's touch, a soft, melodic hum emerged from the depths. It was a haunting tune, ancient and elemental, a chorus sung by unseen voices. They exchanged astonished glances, their hearts pounding in their chests. It was a melody that seemed to come from the very soul of the water, a song of forgotten depths. As they listened, a strange phenomenon unfolded. The water around the boat began to shimmer and dance, as if it were alive. Lights, faint and ethereal, danced beneath the surface, casting an eerie glow. A sense of awe and trepidation washed over them. It was a sight beyond explanation, a communion with a force beyond their understanding. Then, just as suddenly as it had begun, the lights faded, leaving the water in darkness once more. The melody, too, subsided, leaving behind a profound silence. They sat in stunned silence, their minds grappling with the inexplicable. It was a moment that transcended the boundaries of the known world, a glimpse into the mysteries that lurked beneath the surface. As they made their way back to shore, the memory of the whispering waters lingered in their thoughts. They knew that they had encountered something rare and extraordinary, a connection to a realm beyond human comprehension. And as they stepped onto solid ground, they couldn't help but glance back at the dark expanse of water. They knew that the mysteries of the deep would forever haunt their memories, a reminder of that fateful night on the boat, when the waters sang their ancient, haunting song. Thank you for watching Whispering Tales TV. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join our community of fellow thrill seekers. Get ready for spine-tingling stories that will keep you up at night. Let the Whispering Tales begin.